Y'all know what we got to do first. We got to pay some bills. Hold up.
Greetings, esteemed Black homeschooling parents. Baba Amin here, and I'm here to let you know that it's time to take charge of our children's education like never before. And I have exciting news for you. The Uhuru Academy online K through 12 private school and homeschool partnership is here to change the game. And we're enrolling. Listen up. Our curriculum is proudly African centered, empowering young minds with knowledge that celebrates our rich heritage, our roots, and our greatness. Yes, you heard that right. We have students from all corners of the world, and our vision is to create a generation of leaders who are visionary, confident, and empowered. Black homeschooling parents, let's unite and give our children the gift of an education that fuels their pride, elevates their potential, and ignites their passion for greatness. Visit us at uhuruacademy.com to secure your child's position at the Uhuru Academy, the premier partner in empowering our leaders of tomorrow. Peace.
Peace and black power, everybody. This is Baba Amin Ojuwoke, and this is the morning build. All right. It's Monday, January 22nd, 2024. Another day, another opportunity to be great. I definitely want to give a ancestral shout out to my big brother Kenneth Darren Thomas. It would be his birthday today, So I've been thinking about my big brother all morning, just missing my big brother. My mother's heavenly birthday is going to be on the 25th. So they on my mind today, you know what I'm saying? They on my mind, and they on my mind because they are two people that I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying? That probably taught me more in life than any other people, and I know those of us. In peace, brother Bokari, how you feeling, my brother? Peace, Katrina, my sister in love in the house, you know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot over the years. I've read a lot of books. I've studied a lot of scholars, but the fact still remains that the people who raise you, those are your primary teachers. The people who raise you, those are the ones that are really teaching you how to avoid the potholes in life. Those are the ones that are there. Those are the ones that know you better than you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I never forget who my true teachers are, and Alice Baker, my mother, and my big bro, Kenneth Darren Thomas. Those are two of my teachers. You know what I'm saying? Those are two of the people who taught me how to love. Those, my big brother never knew a stranger. He never met a stranger. You know what I'm saying? You talk about a people person. That was him. And I used to love to take him with me or be with me or rock with him and roll with him. He going to read everybody in the room inside of 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I just always appreciated him for that. He always pulled me to the side, brought me back down to earth. Like, yeah, man, I know you on the Black Power. I know you're doing this. I know you're doing that, but don't forget to play dominoes. Don't forget how to be around your people. Don't forget how to have empathy and show love for people. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just thinking about him today, and coming on, for this quick build. And we had a very powerful proverb this morning at the Uhuru Academy, which, our students are hard at work right now in their creative writing, because we talked about a proverb this morning that says, if you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. I'm going to say it again. If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. In other words, you can pay attention now, you can let life teach you, but you're going to learn. Right. Some people got to touch the fire before they know that it burns. Right. Some people don't want to pay attention to truths, or the truth, because the truth can be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Abibi Fahodie family, everybody that's joining me right now, make sure you like and share this video. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to talk to us as Black people, and I don't have long because I have to get back to class. But I'm going to talk to us as a people, as a community. You know what I'm saying? If we close our eyes to facts, we learn through accidents. Raise your hand if you're kind of tired, when you feel like the Black community is on a broken record. Raise your hand if you feel like it's like a broken record with our community right now when it comes to economics. We continue to spend our money outside of our community. We continue to miseducate and misguide our children towards being consumers, towards fighting for inclusion, rather than organizing and doing what we got to do to make our community a better place, right? Raise your hand if it's like we're on a broken record. Raise your hand when it comes to fighting for change if you feel like we're on a broken record. We still marching and singing "We Shall Overcome" and doing this surface level stuff. Raise your hand if you feel like it's a broken record politically, where we think all we got to do is show up and vote and everything's gonna change, right? Y'all, if we keep turning a blind eye towards things that are going on in our community that are clearly not working, we're gonna continue to learn the hard way. We're gonna continue to learn the hard way, like the crack epidemic was us learning the hard way that we're dealing with some genocidal people. That capitalism is cruel. The crack era, you know what I'm saying, taught us the hard way. You know what I'm saying, that drugs ain't the same for everybody. We learned the hard way that the justice system don't treat everybody the same. We learned the hard way of what mass incarceration is. We've learned that the hard way, because we were blind to certain facts. We were blind to the fact that integration didn't include everybody. That if everybody's sitting up dreaming about being in the NFL, if everybody's sitting up dreaming about working for the big corporation, everybody's sitting up aiming at institutions to hire us rather than building our own institutions, somebody ain't gonna get no job. Somebody's not gonna make it. That's a fact. When I talk to young people and I say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they start raising their hand. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a football player. I want to be a basketball player. I have to tell them, some of y'all ain't going to make it. Most of y'all are not going to make it. That's a mathematical fact if that's the only thing that you're aiming for. And how many of us are chasing dreams and then we learn that we're not going to be that thing through accidents? In other words, life got to teach us. I know a whole bunch of rappers that life had to teach them that they wasn't going to be a rapper, that they wasn't gonna make a living as a rapper. I've met a bunch of young people, a bunch of people in my life that life had to teach them that they wasn't going to the NFL. Life had to teach them that they wasn't going to the NBA. And when life teaches you, man, that's a hard pill to swallow. When that day when you got to just wake up and say, man, I'm not gonna be famous. This ain't gonna happen for me. I was watching a story the other day about a sister who moved herself and her children to Houston because she wanted to blow up as a YouTube influencer, as a social media influencer, and she felt that Houston was the place to be. Now she's in a homeless shelter. I'm sure there were signs along the way. There are always signs. You have to look at the odds. And I'm not saying you're not going to beat the odds. That's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is, based on the odds, you have to put some things in your life that's going to provide you with some stability while you chase that dream. Does that make sense? Because if we turn a blind eye to the facts, the facts, is that if you don't know somebody, if you ain't already plugged in, y'all, just because I'm getting up here on social media right now, don't mean I'm gonna blow up. I did a whole bunch of videos. That don't mean I'm gonna blow up. There are certain things you have to do in order to become popular in social media, and it's a possibility that even if you do all those things, you still won't blow up. But there are other things you can go for in life that you have a greater chance of doing. There's probably something right in front of you. There might be something right beside you or right in front of you that you have a passion for. You just haven't discovered it, and it's attainable for you. I know we're taught about miracles and we're taught about God was on your side, nothing can be against you. And we have all these cliches that 1-1-1-1. It's 11-11. I saw it. Something good is gonna happen. Now work still got to be done. Work still has to be done. You still need to learn from the past. You still need to listen to your elders. You still need to learn by example. Because if you turn your eye, if you're blind to the facts, you keep learning through accidents. And if our community, if we continue to be blind to the facts, closing our eyes to what it really takes to turn this thing around, we'll continue to learn through accidents. We'll continue to have crack epidemics. We'll continue to have mass incarceration issues, police terrorism issues, systemic racism issues. We'll continue to have economic issues, unemployment issues. We're still the most unemployed group. But we're not just the most unemployed group in America because no one else will hire us. We're the most unemployed group in America because we rely on other people to hire us the most. I'm going to say that again. We're not the most unemployed group in America because people refuse to hire us. That's not the only reason. We're the most unemployed group in America because we rely on others to hire us the most. So that means we need to go back to the drawing board and build an education agenda that prepares us to hire ourselves. We need a spiritual agenda that empowers us to hire ourselves. We need a physical agenda that empowers us to hire ourselves. But when you don't learn from the past, you continue to take the same education, but you're trying to get different results. If I educate you to be subservient, you can have dreams of being on top all you want to. All you know is subservience. If I educate you to be at the bottom, you can have dreams of being on top all you want to. You've been educated to be where, though? At the bottom. A lot of us have a difficult time in entrepreneurship, a difficult time organizing politically and coming together and engaging in nationhood because that's not the foundation of our education. Most of us who are trying to do that, we have to re-educate ourselves just to go into business for ourselves. We have to go through a whole re-education process just to go into business, let alone to organize, let alone to engage in nationalism. You have to go through a whole uneducation, because you got to get rid of a lot of concepts that you already have. Then you have to go through a re-education process just to do things that should be normal. We need a Black education agenda that prepares us to solve the issues that are actually in front of us. But then we got to be brave enough to face those issues and look at those issues, right? Like in a way, with solutions on our mind, and not with this mental block that says the only solutions we can do are the ones that other people will allow us to implement. Because a lot of us have that mentality. Well, we only can do it with the system. As long as we do it in the system and with the system, create a system. See that goes. Some of y'all like, what? They ain't tripping. Create a system. It goes against the programming. But many of the systems that we rely on are propped up and ran by us anyway. But if we say step away from that and create for self, nah, man. Nah, that we can't. That's stupid. Don't start your own league. That's stupid. Don't do that. Just fight to be included. And fight to be included in a way that's not empowering. Okay, even if we was on an inclusion agenda, but we were including our institutions with other institutions, I say okay, that has some merit. But we abandon our institutions, we abandon ownership for acceptance. The type of inclusion that we sought has said, you know what, forget culture, forget your color. Just be an individual and go and try to get yours. And maybe you will be picked to be on the team. Maybe you will be picked to be in the company. Maybe you will be chosen and you can look back at your people and say, look at me, I made it. You can too. And that's not the truth. One of the biggest lies that we say is that I opened the door so you can come in. You didn't open the door. The door was open for you. And they're still holding the door. And they have a quota that they have to meet. They already know how many of us they're going to hire when you walked in. And you doing a good job didn't make anybody in management say, oh, wow, Black people are competent. Let's hire more. That is not how it works. Now they might look and say, whoa, when they dance and do that, they do make us money when they're dancing. They do make us money as athletes. They do make us money as this. So how many do we need per year to keep to make this amount of money? Okay, then that's how many we're going to deal with. And what types do we like and what types do we don't like? Okay, we don't like that type. We like this type. So any type outside of the type that they hire, keep them out of the marketplace altogether. The type of media personality that want to have their own media company, oh no, keep them out of the marketplace. But the ones that'll just be happy to make us money, give them the job and have them look at the rest of them and say, I did it. You can too. That's not true. And we're going to keep learning it. We're going to keep learning it through accidents. We're going to keep learning when it's too late. Right? Y'all, let's wake up. This week, get out here and build something. This week, get out here and make that move. That business you've been wanting to start. Put it on paper. Get your assumed name. Make a move towards independence. Make an independent move this week. Create something this week. Create something that didn't exist yesterday. Do something powerful this week. Speak power into somebody else this week, right? Elders, be on point. Don't let these young folks discourage you. Keep teaching. Parents, don't let these teenagers and social media, don't let this stuff get you down, discourage you. Keep teaching. Keep teaching your children about life. Keep teaching your community. Y'all stand up, be bold, and stand on that wisdom. It's needed. And don't worry. Folks act like they ain't listening, but they listening. They hear you. They hear you. So I'm gonna be out here doing my part. Make sure you out there doing your part. Make sure you're out there and you pulling the young folks to the side, letting them know, I'm saying, hey man, you powerful. And I'm gonna give you, and I'm gonna give you a little advice, right? When you pull young people to the side, speak life into them first before you give them the advice. Before you give advice, speak life. Before advice, speak life. What I just say. Before advice, speak life. Young King, man, I see you out here standing strong, standing bold. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. If you channel that energy towards opening and running your own business, man, you'll be unstoppable. You see how I spoke life first? Speak life first. Don't just walk up to young people. Oh, y'all, that's ignorant what y'all doing. They see all this ignorant stuff. Y'all out here killing each other. Y'all out here. No, because most of them aren't killing each other. No, speak life. I like to walk up to them and say, whoo, black youth, man, the most powerful commodity on the planet. Everybody copying off of y'all. Everybody looking at y'all and everybody trying to profit on you, whether you rising up or whether you going down. I'd rather ride up with you. I'd rather ride to the top with you. What we gonna do? What y'all got going on? Ask first. Don't assume that you always got something to teach. Ask first. What y'all got going on, man? What's happening, man? What's going on? What's the word? What's the hustle? What we doing right now? Right? Then let's start exchanging, right? And a lot of times I give advice through questions. I ask, man, what do you think about that, man? When you sit and think about it, man, what are the risks? Like you, okay, all right, so you out of hustling, you doing your thing, you get money. What are the risks? What you gonna do with the money now that you have it? I ain't doing no tripping. A lot of enterprises was set up with underground money first. What's your strategy to go straight? What's your strategy to invest? What are you doing with that? Where's your mentality? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Ask questions. A lot of times when you allow someone to think, they'll come up with their own answers. But allow them to think. Encourage them to think. And once we start thinking, we'll stop closing our eyes to the facts. Once we start thinking, we'll stop learning through accidents. And we can be more intentional. We can plan more. We can discuss more. We can dialogue more. That's what we teach at the Uhuru Academy. We teach our children to think, to be critical thinkers. Matter of fact, in math today, they creating their own problems. Yeah. Whatever they work on, you have to not only show an ability to answer a problem, you have to show the ability to create one. Because in life, you create most of your problems, and then you have to solve them. In life, you add variables to your equation, without even being aware of it. You ain't paying attention. A lot of us lose control of our life because we lost control of the equation. So we train our children to pay attention to the equation. Every time you do something, you're adding something to your equation. You got to pay attention to that, and you got to reverse engineer that equation. You got to make sure that you can solve that equation before you add the variable. So, yeah, I'm going to have them create some problems today. You should create some problems. Sit down and give yourself some math problems just to practice thinking. Sit down and just for yourself, even as an adult, go back and give yourself some math equations just to practice thinking, just to practice taking things step by step and using logic in order to do it. I hope y'all got something from this message. Let's think, y'all. Let's not turn, let's learn from our history. And if you don't know our history, if you're not aware, you want to know more about our story as Black people, because there's so many lessons in our story, then you need to go to uhuraacademy.com. Sign up for the online Black History course. All right. I mean, because if we turn a blind eye to it, how can we learn from it? Right. So anyway, that's what I got. I got to get back to class. All right. I hope y'all got something from this short message. If you support this message, if you support this movement, like and share this video, tag people when you share it. All right. Go to uhuraacademy.com today. We are enrolling for all programs. That's our K through 12 online private school, Operation Reconnect, Accelerated High School Diploma program as well. We have the UA Online Black History course. I'm pushing it back to February. I'll be releasing those dates this week. All right. You can sign up for that as well. And yeah, become a Uhuru Academy patron. Go to patreon.com/Uhuru Academy to support this movement, support what we're doing. I love you. I don't mind telling you, but I got to get back to class because I don't just talk it, I walk it. Talk to you soon, man. Peace.